Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Latte Resume Consulting. I am here with Muhammad Awais, and today he is going to be talking about his journey. He's the director of Techno Control Corporation. When I tell you, he has a phenomenal entrepreneurial journey and all of the great things that are happening right now with him. And so he's going to be giving a lot of great nuggets. So definitely tune in, and here we go. Welcome, Muhammad Awais.
Thank you so much, Racquel. Thank you so much for inviting me to your session. I am really interested to help you, to help everyone out there, and to assist everyone with what I have learned through and what I will be sharing with all the experience I have. So thank you so much for inviting me. I am really interested and thrilled to be here.
Thank you. So happy to have you here. As you know, we just got through like just talking, and I am so inspired by your journey. And I know everyone that is connected to me, I've already told them a little bit about Techno Control Corporation. So can you tell them exactly how it got started, how you got started networking and all of those good things?
All right. So let me tell you about Techno Control Corporation. It's an engineering firm that is assisting industries and factories in their maintenance and projects. So wherever there is a problem related to electrical and instrument, I and my engineers help those industries to procure that equipment and help them in their production. So that's an engineering. So this is an engineering firm and quite technical. So I'll go back when it started. And before starting, let me share you how it started.
Mhm.
So back in my university life, I was actually a wandering person who is looking for a light, a source of direction.
Mhm.
Everyone wants that. Everyone wants an aim, wants to do something, to want to create an impact. Why? Because that is the purpose of your life. You
Mhm.
should have a goal. Because everyone, if you are doing something continuous the same way, it would eventually turn you dry. So my life goal was to create an impact, somehow create a change in people's life, in industries. And that's how I started to think. And when I started my university, I was very introverted. I was not into people. Whenever I went to the stage, I was having a huge heartbeat, and I was breathing heavily. That where am I? Okay, and how to speak to them? I mean, how to speak to all of them? I was quite terrified at that moment. But what I did was one thing. There's one thing. I kept on going, and I did receive some criticism, but that's all right. It
Mhm.
doesn't matter much, because you will receive the criticism the first day. The second day, it's a new day. No one knows about it.
Ah, love.
So, slowly and gradually, that audience became normal. So, whenever I went there again, I was a bit fluent. I got fluent. And slowly and gradually, that developed my another skill, which was the communication. I started hanging out with people. And where did I meet them? I met them on Eventbrite, on meetups.com, and on 10 times. These are the three most common websites that I used to meet people in events and multiple events. You will find there many online events and physical events as well, where you can join and meet everyone.
Mhm.
So why meet? Well, everyone has a different energy level. Everyone is into his own objective vision. If you won't meet, you won't know whose vision is aligning with yours.
Mhm.
So when you meet, you try to tell them about yourself, and they will share about themselves. There will come a time when you will meet amazing people, and those amazing people will be the part of your journey, will be the part of your life, and will give you the boost you want. Because these strangers are amazing. I mean, believe me, just like I met Racquel, she is really interesting. I mean, I am thrilled to have her and interview me.
Same
So
here.
the same thing, I I did went out. I met people, and I learn about the life and their work, to check how is my work aligning with theirs, how is my vision aligning with theirs. Slowly and gradually, I started to realign myself,
Mhm.
readjust myself. I learned new stuff, I learned new skills which they were learning, which they were adapting according to the technology, according to their vision.
Mhm.
Those subject became the core subject for me. That's important. You have to understand which are the main points that interest you,
Mhm.
because those interests are the one that you have to develop with time. Once you develop those interests, that will actually give you the boost, that will actually make you more interested in that career. So you have to know your loving points. It's called what you love to do.
Oh,
Okay.
I love it.
So when you know what you love to do,
Mhm.
that's how you start to develop that and grow it. With gradually, slowly and gradually, you develop that skill, and that would actually give you that confidence at that point, that you will learn more about it, and you will actually be very confident in that area. Okay. So yes, coming back to my journey, during university I went and met people, and there was a time when I met a guy whose name is Mr. Shabir. He
Mhm.
was actually at a plant, a factory, a soda ash plant that manufactures the baking soda, which you also have in your cake and everywhere, bakery items.
Mhm.
So I met him on LinkedIn, and I said that I would like to know more about your factory and how is it working and everything about it. He said, sure, you can come to the factory and I'll be assisting you. I mean, he was very much open like me. So I told my family that I'll be going to the plant, the factory area. So is it all right? They said, no, you don't know that person. Why would you go that there? Why would you
Mhm.
go there? Why
Mhm.
would you meet a stranger who is at 3 hours away from you in a rural area that is that has no buildings and no developments, but there's only factory, because factories are actually placed in such places. Okay.
Mhm.
So with time, I actually said that I'm going there. And on the weekend, I went there. And at that weekend, I met him. And he showed me around the factory, everything, what's going on, how it went, how the process starts, and how it ends. And I came back to university. I met many people like that. After university life, I went into sales. Why did I go into sales? Because I was very much good in communication.
Mhm.
I wanted to help other people and make changes in their life because of those equipments and machines that I have learned about, that I've gained knowledge about. I wanted to share that knowledge. So sales is not actually you're selling stuff like I'm buying this and selling it. It's not
Mhm.
sales. Sales
Mhm.
is actually helping someone get their required need when they want it and how they want it.
Yeah.
That's how I started my journey as a sales engineer at a multinational company, ABB. It's a Switzerland-based company.
Mhm.
And with that, I developed few good connections. Those good connections were also part of my life, and they helped me grew much more broader and much more visionary.
Yes.
And slowly, gradually, there came a time, unfortunately, Hitachi is a Japan-based company that
Mhm.
acquired ABB.
Mhm.
And at that moment, I left ABB. Okay. And there was a time when I was looking for jobs and I was applying at various positions.
Mhm.
I wanted to know more about what to do, what else to do, and what else to do about it. So I got a call from Mr. Shabir, the same person
Same
who I
person.
met, yeah, who I met 2 years ago
Mhm.
during my university. He said, so what are you doing these days? I said, I'm full of energy, applying away jobs and everywhere to build my career.
Mhm.
So he said, do you want to build a company? I said, yes, a technology based company. That is my dream. But I want a
Mhm.
finance for it. I have multiple objections and obstacles that are in front of me. He said, finance will be handled. No problem. Are you
My
interested?
goodness. I love it.
And that time I said, I am in. Let's go for it. And that moment I started my hard work. It was going through the bike, going through long journeys through government departments to register the company. I started the registration and developed. The main thing about starting a company is getting your first few clients.
Yes. Yes.
No one knows about you, and it's very hard, really very hard.
It's challenging.
When you try to speak up to people that I'll be helping you in this area, they will say, who did you help before?
Exactly.
And you have no answer.
Yeah.
You'll be saying, I am, you can try, I can help you in that situation if you give me a small area to work on, small area that won't create any impact. I won't be benefiting anything from you. I won't create any profit, from zero profit. I'll be doing it willingly. And what I did, I started giving products at loss.
Yeah.
I started building up my clientage. My clientage from grew from the start of my company was Angro Polymer and Chemical. That was my first client. Angro Polymer is a multinational firm.
Yes.
Which is, yes, it
It's
builds,
huge.
manufactures chemicals, polymer. It has energy. It has Angro Foods. It is a corporation level. It is a big company. So that was my first client. I mean, I got into it and I gave them that cable that they wanted, the technology that they wanted for their project. And that moment, the next things slowly develop. How? Because I started my journey on LinkedIn as well. I started to connect with people on LinkedIn. And with that, I connected with, because LinkedIn is a platform that has many connections, many people working in that particular organization. So if you want to reach an HR for a job, you can connect on LinkedIn. If you want to reach an engineer to help them in their technology, you can connect them on LinkedIn. Everyone is there. So that was a huge support for me. I got into LinkedIn back in 2013, and that helped me gain a huge connection, which is why I have now 10,000 and plus following.
You sure do.
Yeah. Yes, I do have that, but I'm always, and secondly, I'm always connecting with them as well. It's not like I'm only connecting with them during my need, but during pandemic, I messaged everyone that if there's anything you need, you can let me know. I'm always here for you to help you. So you can always let me know about it. So that's how I started connections on LinkedIn. And with time, when I told my friends about the company, someone gave me referrals. They say, you can come to our company as well. He's the right person. You can talk to him. And that's how people start. At first, no one will say that we'll help you out. No one will say that.
Right.
Everyone will say that, okay, God bless you. Okay, good luck to your journey. But they won't assist you. But once they know that you got one client and you help them in that, and then you got second client, and then they say, okay, come to our this is the right person, call him and he might entertain you as well. So slowly and gradually I started going into FFC, 4G fertilizer company. It's a multi-level corporation level, and then into Coca-Cola. And then that Coca-Cola is a huge brand mark for me, because we gave them many sensors in their automation line. Wherever there is a Coca-Cola factory, we used to go there and we used to help the engineers in their production line and helping them in their machines, in their projects, everything. We helped them, and they were relying on us every single time. From buying, they were saying, we would like to have this equipment from Germany. Can you bring it in 2 weeks? We said, no problem. We have those services as well. So we bought those equipments from Germany in 2 weeks. We sourced them. We helped them. And we got into Pepsi. And then we got into Mondelez, the chocolate that we
Yeah.
always eat, the candies, the Mondelez.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we slowly grew and got into clientage. And the moment you start getting clients, the other clients won't be hesitant to have you. They will be like, okay, you already have a good clientage now. Now we are ready to accept you.
Right.
So
Yeah. That's
the
usually
main,
how it works.
you must have the courage in the start to have those clientage first. You have to build that trust by giving away at free, giving free consultations, giving at loss, giving at low margins. To
Mm,
you have to bear that cost in the first 2 to 3 years, but it does eventually pays off. Yes,
yes. Yes.
because if you think, like, we recently sold a transformer as a huge value
Mm-hmm.
around, it is around $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, so if you sell a transformer, it would pay off your whole year, single day.
Too much,
So
Muhammad. Too
yeah,
much.
I mean, I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Opportunity comes, even like it pops up and you won't even know. All you have to do is show up, an opportunity will pop up, and then you have to grab it
That's it.
and apply for it. That's it, and
That's
things
it.
will go up.
Things will go. I'm so inspired, and I know everyone watching is inspired. And this is something that I continually, put this type of information out, even in my business. And I know, like, even in your journey, and we said this, like, our journeys are a little similar. But one of the things I really liked what you stated was, so much, but you didn't give up, even when the company, I think we're frozen here, but even when the company, you were let go from the company, had to walk away from the company, but because of that connection that you had, with that gentleman, I forgot his name, starts with an S. You made that connection with him, and then 2 years later he comes in and asks you, hey, what are you doing? And all because you started with networking. You didn't have, money in mind. You were creating intentional connections with people, and you believed in what you were doing. You didn't stop. And like you said, you may have to start doing free consultations, or maybe serving first, and allowing yourself to really do it. And I think that's a great, for me, I know it was a great playground for me to just, so if I did make those mistakes, hey, there
Yeah.
was, you know what I mean? There's no loss either way. But you believed in what you did. You had a purpose in mind. You did not give
Yes.
up. You created those intentional connections. And
Yes.
that is, and I mean, look at you now. I mean, you're working with major corporations, Coca-Cola, Nestle, FCC, all of these. I mean, that's huge.
I mean, yes, it is. It is. I mean, whenever I tell them, it creates an impact in other people that, okay, that's a big organization.
Yeah,
Everyone knows about
everybody knows, and
it.
and you're a part of that. You're a part of them moving forward and change and innovation. I mean, and so and you're 25 years old. I mean,
That's that
come
was
on now.
actually. I'm really. I don't know how my age got so less, but it just happened. I mean,
Yeah,
it happened.
yeah. But you didn't give up, and that is so encouraging. And I hope everyone has been encouraged by Muhammad Awai's story. So, Muhammad, and we're going to be working together, as we already
I'm
know this.
sure.
Yes,
Yes, definitely. I would love to help you out in your
yes.
journey and in everyone's journey. So I'll be helping out. Thank
Thank
you, really.
you. Thank you. Okay, so tell all these wonderful people, how can they get in touch with you? Because you not only, help with startups, but you do a whole lot of other things as well. I mean, he has articles all over his LinkedIn, and so definitely connect with him there, but how can they how can they connect with you?
Okay, they can connect with me on LinkedIn and on Facebook as well. So my LinkedIn profile is Muhammad Awaisi, Muhammad You can also get me personally on my WhatsApp as well, and that is +92 336 844 7111. So you can connect with me on WhatsApp as well, and I will be helping you out on on any questions you have.
Well, guys, you heard it from Muhammad Awazi. I know everyone was inspired, me as well, inspired, and he currently is in Lahore, Pakistan, correct? Lahore,
Yes,
Pakistan.
I hope I can.
Yes, yes, and there's so much more for him to even tell. Well, I'm definitely going to have you back to come back, but I will have
Definitely.
all of that information down in the description area. And also, Muhammad, I saw a quote from you, and I just thought it just stood out. And I want to pull it up really quick before you go, because I know it's late over there. But I really like what you said, and if you can just expound on that just a little bit more. But you said
Sure.
if you want to make a legacy, start by helping people around you.
Okay, this is a very inspiring quote for me. The thing is, you, people are born and then they die. So if you can't create a change in someone's life, no one will remember you. No one will know what you did. Uh, because the reason for your creation is to help others.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone thinks about themselves. Everyone says, I want that, I want this, I want this. When you help someone get what they want, life will help you what you want. It is like it's a cycle.
Oh,
It is a cycle
it's
of
like,
goodness.
I
It
just,
what you give is what you get.
oh, I
So that
love
is what our saying is. So that is the quote that actually I am really much really following it. And I think that should be everyone's goal. If you are into any career, if you are into graphics, if you are into business, if you are into architecture,
it.
if you are helping people around you with your arts, with your graphics, with your engineering, technology,
Mm-hmm.
even a small number of people, I think you are creating an impact and your life is meaningful. Because whenever you give anything to someone, you will always feel happiness in your heart.
Mm-hmm.
You won't ever get that type of happiness anywhere else by the one you will get from helping someone. That is a different kind of feeling. You must try it. Just help someone, and it will give you that immense peace.
Mm.
And that is something which you can't get it from money. That
No,
is different.
no,
That is
it's
different.
it's a value. It's a value. Thank you so much again. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're
Um,
welcome.
Thank you so much. So, guys, you heard it. All the information is going to be put down in the description box. And again, this is Racquel Rogers with Latte Resume Consulting, the founder and managing director. So if you want to also reach me, latteresumeconsulting.com, or email me directly at lrc@consultant.com. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you.